Okay, so a couple final topics to go over related to reports. And again, remember, reports is all about output. So what we did before was we created a couple reports, one by using the wizard, one by a blank report and just adding fields and adjusting the widths of columns. There's also things we can rearrange those columns and switch places with them. We can add some vertical space between those, some advanced things if you really wanted to get into those in design view. But we're going to focus more on the simplicity reports and then a little bit of some added features. And this one's going to be one that where we're going to look at this query that's set up as a parameter query where we could put a branch name in. This is also set up to where if you just click OK, it shows all branches, right? And it shows all of those in there. So if I typed in, for instance, Granite Bay, it would show just those Granite Bay. And just kind of give you a little bit of what that's all about, that's a nice little criteria that looks like that. So it's got the ampersand sign and some like with the asterisk, but this is a little bit advanced to where it's going to show if you don't type in anything that's blank, that anything goes. And then the parameter queries right here where you put in one of those. Kind of a complex query. So what we're going to do using that for this report that's set up. Okay, so if I run this, this is actually tied to that parameter query, and if I just click OK, there it's set up for us. So just kind of notice that we didn't tie it to a table, we tied it to a query. I put Granite Bay in there, just like I did before, and it would show me just Granite Bay by branch. Now, so what we're going to do with this, though, is we're going to layout view and do additional work on this particular report in terms of how it looks. And one of them is going to be dealing with groups and sorts, which is right up here under our grouping and total. So I choose the group and sort. It gives me this pane down here. And right now it's not grouped in any particular fashion. So I want to add a group, and you'll see how this works. And we're going to do it by branch. You'll see what it does. It puts all the Cameron Parks together. And as we scroll down, it would put the Folsoms and then the Granite Bays, alphabetized by that grouping. Now, it doesn't group anywhere by anything else, but it did group by branch. Okay. Now, if I'm done with that, I don't want to do the swashbuckler because that's the delete, and that would delete what I just did. But to close that pane, it's right there. Okay, pretty simple to work. I can do some really cool things in the grouping and sorting. I could do a sort by monthly salary within that group if I wanted. But that's a quick way of being able to do that grouping. Here's another thing to do, like under base monthly salary. Let's say that under this one, I want to highlight anybody making more than $10,000. So I'm going to do what's called conditional formatting. So report layout tools. I'm going to go to the Format tab, and under Control Format, I have this conditional formatting. Now, we've done this a little bit in the past with this, and so we're going to base it upon base monthly salary, create a new rule. And we're going to check the values that are in here, and if a field value is greater than or equal to, in this case, $10,000, then what we're going to do with this one is we're going to make it bold, and I'm going to make the font color red. Notice there's the preview showing us that, and I'm going to click OK to that, apply, and OK, and look what it did. It took all those that are greater than $10,000 and made it bold, and it made it red. Okay, so if I save this and close this, those are saved now. And if I wanted to look at this at print preview, I could also right click and choose print preview here as well. And let's just click OK again to look at it. And of course, in print preview, you can zoom and zoom in down here as well if you needed to, or zoom out. That's some things that you can do. I can hit this one. I can choose fit to window. That's one I could do, or zoom in however I wanted to do it. I could change my margins here if I wanted. So right over here, I can go margin and I could choose normal. And that changes some of our margins quickly as well. So of course, here's where you can do your exporting as well if you needed to, and in the real world, email this in a PDF form to a colleague, and of course the print button. Okay, so that's it on chapter 4. So again, it's just it's not a bad chapter at all. You just have to make sure you set up things correctly. Good luck as you move into your projects.